normalization perfect, then they can go for the designing part of the other things. So normalization we will see in detail here with the help of the examples also. So normalization and types of normalization here. So what is first we will see what is a normalization. So this is one one interview question. So if you see here the definition, normalization can be defined as a process of organizing the data in a database to avoid data redundancy, insertion anomaly, update anomaly, and deletion anomaly. There should not be any discrepancy for all these operations because always database needs insertion, updation, and deletion of records. So there should be consistency there. There should not be any redundancy. There should not be any duplication of data. If the data is occurring again and again, then a big problem. Redundancy is there, duplication of data is there, then no use of it. It will create a problem for which data we should use. If the data duplication is there, then this is a big problem for fetching the values from the data. So the what is normalization? Nothing but process of organizing the data in the database to avoid data redundancy. There should not be any duplication. Insertion anomaly, when we are inserting values, it should be perfect. There should not be any duplication of the values. Update anomaly and deletion anomaly. So we have to. So it means that normalization is the process of simplifying the relationship between the elements in a record. This is what we have. So this was the definition, and the process of organizing data into tables in such a way that the results of using the database are always unambiguous and as intended. What I want the data, it should be there only. There should not be any duplication of it. The data should be exact. There should not be any unambiguous values. What is unambiguous? Not open to more than one interpretation. Not open to more than one interpretation. It means that one value is there, it should be there only. There should not be any other more than one interpretation should not be there. And what I intend to be value there, it should be there. What I need is that should be there without any duplication. So such normalization is intrinsic to relational database theory. So it should be naturally belongs to that particular database, that what we have the theory of the database, it should be there. There should not be the essential part should be there. Now is the intrinsic to relational database theory. It may have the effect of duplicating data within the database and often results in the creation of additional tables. Yes, is very important here. When we are applying normalization, so there should not be any duplicating effect. So for to reduce this, to remove this duplicating, the result can be of we can have more than one table. We can have more than one database to avoid duplicating of the values that what we have. So this was the normalization definition. Now we will see what are the types of normalization. So we have first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, then Boyce Codd normal form, BCNF, fourth normal form, and fifth normal form. Normally, a good database can be built within these three forms only. First, second, third is enough. But for more and more complexity between the data fields, then we can go ahead with the Boyce Codd and fourth and fifth normal form. Normally, in the first three normal forms, a good database can be formed, can be designed. So now we will see in detail what are the different types of normalization and with the example and the definition. So now, first normal form. First normal form enforces this criteria. Yes, since we are using the normal form, so each and every normal form we have to clearly understand, and they are dependent on each other. It means that when we are using the second normal form, the set should be, the data should be, or the table should be in first normal form. Then we can go with the second normal form. If you are going with the third normal form, it should have the table in first and second normal form. This is a very important point. When you are using second normal form, the table should be in first normal form. It should follow this first, then come to the second one. Similarly, if you are going for BCNF, then the table should have consist of these three. Then we can go for this BCNF, bicycle normal form. If it is fourth, it should follow all these three. If it is fifth, it should follow all these four normal forms, then come to the fifth one. Like that, normalization takes place into the elements of a database. So, the first normal form enforces these criteria. Eliminate repeating group in individual tables. Yes, first repetition of element should be removed. We will see in detail in the example coming slide. First, you have to keep in mind this definition of this first normal form, what it works, how it will work. Eliminate repeating groups in individual tables. Create a separate table for each set of related data. Identify each set of related data with a primary key. This is what I said. How we can see an entity with the help of a primary key. So we should make one primary key in this first normal form. Without primary key, we cannot go ahead with the designing part of any database. So it should fall in the first normal form. So we have to keep in mind these 3 points when we are designing first normal form. Now the example. Here you see, I have one table, left hand side to top. That what I am having is a product ID, color and price. Now, product ID is 1, I have a color black and red and its price is 210. Second one is the green, price is here. Third one is the red, price is here. Fourth one is the green blue, price is here, and fifth one is the black. Now, this is what table I am having. Okay. So, what is the problem here in this? This table is not in first normal form because the color column contains multiple values. You see, there should not be repetition. One primary key assigned, it should not be duplicated. So, problem is here what? First normal form because the color column contains multiple values. So, this table is not in the first normal form because this field color having 2 values. Okay. So, how we can make it normal form? So, after decomposing it into first normal form, it looks like how I am decomposing it, how I am making this table into the first normal form. Here, product ID and price, product ID and color. This is what I have. So, what I am doing is that I am making this product ID primary key, and with this help of this primary key, I am putting these values. Whenever I am referencing these 2 tables, I can get the exact result from this. If the product is 1 and the color is black, then I can get the price. If the product is 1, color is red, then I will get the price. So this is what decomposition is there. This is what I have 2 tables with the help of the primary key, because the basic thing in the introduction of primary key in the first normal form. If any table without primary key, it's not a good table. Okay, so this is what the first normal form we have. I hope everybody clear. Okay.
Yes.
Now come to the second normal form. A table is said to be in second normal form if both the following conditions hold. It should conform these 2 conditions in the second normal form. Table is in 1NF, first normal form. Okay, it means that it should follow the first normal form rules, and no non-prime attribute is dependent on the proper subset of any candidate key of a table. What is this attribute? We have seen the attributes in the customer. So an attribute that is not part of any candidate key is known as non-prime attribute. Any part of any candidate key. It means that an attribute that is not part of any candidate key is known as non-prime attribute. I will show you in the example. So should follow these two conditions in the second normal form. And here you see the second normal form. I have one table, purchase detail, customer ID is there, store ID is there, location is there. Okay. Now, what is the problem here? This table has a composite primary key, that is customer ID, store ID. Yes, composite primary key. It means that the primary has primary key has two values, two fields: customer ID, store ID. Customer ID 1, store ID 1. Customer ID is 1, store ID is 3. In this case, location depends on the store ID, which is a part of the primary key. Now, you see, keep in mind, two fields are there, they are dependent on each other. But the third one is dependent on the second one. This table has a composite primary key, that is customer ID, store ID. Okay, composite primary key, having two fields, having two keys, making one composite primary key. The non-key attribute is not the key. This is not the one non-key attribute. The non-key attribute is location. In this case, location depends on store ID, which is a part of the primary key. So how we can decompose this? How we can make this in the second normal form with help of this one? So I have one table purchase, I have one table store. So customer ID having 1, store ID 1, customer ID 1, store ID 3, like that I have. And again, when these two fields, customer ID and store ID, they are making one composite primary key. So what I am doing is that I am taking this part, one field from this composite primary key, I am taking one and making with the second one, the location, which is a part of the, which is the attribute not having any condition like that, as in the primary key. So it's a non-key attribute location. It's a field only, without any primary key or foreign key or composite key. It's only one field. So I am taking one part from the primary key and making the other table. So here you see store ID and the location. So this is what the fragmentation of the table with the help of the second normal form. Introduction of the primary key is there, and non-key attribute should be related at least with one primary key field. This is what the second normal form we have. Now come to the third normal form. A table design is said to be in third normal form if both the following conditions hold. The table should be in the first and two normal forms should be completed. Then transitive functional dependencies is very important of non-prime attribute on any super key should be removed. So we can see here with the help of the example, or with the help of here, an attribute that is not part of any candidate key is known as a non-prime attribute. It should not be a part of any candidate key. And we will see here in the third normal form, in other words, third normal form can be explained like this. A table is in third normal form if it is in second normal form, and for each functional dependency X implies to Y, at least one of the following conditions holds. So X is a super key of table, Y is a prime attribute of the table. So here we are introducing the super key. This is very important. Primary key, super key, candidate key. You have to keep in mind all these keys while designing the database, while performing normalization on the data fields. So an attribute that is a part of one of the candidate keys is known as a prime attribute. So this is what the condition should follow in the third normal form, and we will see the example here. What if book ID is here, January ID is here, January type is here, and price is here. Okay, book ID, January type, and price. In this table, book ID determines January ID and January ID determines January type. They are dependent on each other. Okay, therefore book ID determines January type via January ID, and we have transitive functional dependency. So they are dependent on each other, functional dependencies. So how to do this? How to remove this? When such type of complexity arises, we have to use this normalization. So how I can get this one? Book ID, general ID, and price. A genre ID, which type of genre it is, and genre type. I will fragment this table here. Book ID is compulsory, genre ID is also compulsory. But this genre type is very important for me. I don't know all this book ID and genre ID. I need this. So how I can make this? With the help of this introduction of first normal form, second normal form. When I'm making this third normal form, because they are depending on each other, functional dependencies are there. So I make this table, and with the help of this table, fragmentation or normalization, I use this. I decompose this table in this form: book ID, general ID, price, and general ID and general type. This is what the third normal form we have. And now come to the box code normal form. This was in between third and fourth normal form. It is an advanced version of third NF, third normal form. That's why it is also referred as 3.5 NF. BCNF is stricter than third normal form. A table complies with BCNF if it is either third normal form, and for every function dependencies, X implies Y, X should be the super key of the table. Yes, this is what. When Y is there, then it should be in the super key. It should be depend on the super key. This is what the very important point here. So introduction of the super key is here. So here you see how it is. The example of this BCNF. Students are there, course is here, and teacher is here. Okay, student having want course and teacher is there for teaching the course. What is the key here? Student and course. This is what we have, the primary key of both. Then functional dependency is what? When doing any student course, first they have to see the teacher. Student course dependent on teacher, and teacher depend on the course. So what is the problem here? Teacher is not super key, but determines course. Teacher is not super key, but determines course. So how I can make this? Because they are fully dependent on each other. Functional dependency is there. Student needs course, teacher also needs course. But how I can make this in good normal form for maintaining my database very full? Because teacher is not the super key, but determine course, and course is the key here. So how I can make this? You can see here. After decomposing student course teacher is what? To remove the simplicity, to remove the complexity, getting the simplicity in this table, what I am making this? Student and course and teacher. I hope this one clear. So whenever we are designing for any good database, we have to see what are the fields which are dependent on each other and how frequently it is used and how it is helpful to remove the redundancy. There should not be any redundancy. For this purpose, we introduce normalization. For this purpose, we make first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, till all this, till our database should be without redundant duplication of values. Then here you see fourth normal form is there. Fourth normal form is a level of database normalization where there are no non-trivial multi-value dependencies other than a candidate key, and it builds on the first three normal forms. First, second, third should be there, and BCNF also there. It states that in addition to a database meeting the requirement of BCNF, it must not contain more than one multi-value dependency. By seeing the example, you can see easily here. For normal form, I have the table student, major, and hobby. Okay, student is here, their major is here, and hobby is there. What is the key I am having? Student, major, hobby. First composite key, that's what I am having, major on the primary key. But multi-value dependency is there, major, hobby. How I can fragment this? How I can make this normalized? So what I am doing is a student and major. student and hobby. This is what I fragmented. This is what I make the table normal form. What I use with the help of the normalization, I make this. When student is here and major is here, you see student major, and since the student is the primary key here, the most important thing, hobby can be changed. So I am making here one more normalized form, student hobby. I need major also, I need the hobby of the student also. And I have the key here. This is what multi-value dependencies. Major and hobby is the more. Keeping in mind this major and hobby, I have to access the data. Because one student can have more than one hobby, and I have to keep in mind all the things. There should not be any duplication of data. So I use all this normal form, and again I use the fourth normal form, and I make this table: student major, student hobby. This is what we have the fourth normal form. And the fifth normal form, what we have here is that the table should use all the four normal form with the BCNF also. And the most important thing here is that if we can decompose table further to eliminate redundancy and anomaly, and when we rejoin the decomposed table by means of candidate keys, we should not be losing the original data. Keep in mind, original data is very important for us, or any new record set should not arise. When I am using, there should not be any new record set. I must have the original data. This is very important for me. And there should not be any new record. So in simple words, joining two or more decomposed table should not lose record nor create new record. This is what very important. I should not use the original values. This is very important for me, for the organization. So how we can use it? This one. Keep in mind this example here. It's normal form. I have one seller, company, product. Okay, seller, company, product. The salesman. So what is the key here? Salesman should be good. Should there, seller, company, and the product is the key. And what is multi-value dependency? Seller is company and product. Product is related to company. Okay, product is related to company. So how I can make this? Because I need all the things, very important data for me. Who is the seller, the salesman, who is the company, what is the product, and how I can use this. You see, one salesman is having here is selling 3 products of this company, one salesman. So how I can manage all this? So with help of this normalization, I am following here. You see, seller is here, product is here, seller is here, company is here. I fragment it because I don't want to lose any data. Original data should be with me. I cannot do anything with the original data. So I am using the seller as my primary key and product. Again the seller, from which company he or she is. So I make this, and then finally I am getting this fifth normal form. What it is? Company and product, irrespective of the seller. He or she might be changed, but company and product should be here. So this is what I make this fifth normal form. Coca-Cola company is there, thumbs up is there. So this is very important for me to form such type of normalization without losing my original data, and without using, the data should be there without redundancy. There should not be any duplication. So there should not be anomalies with addition, with deletion, updation, insertion, or whatever the operation I am performing on my database should be perfect. So this is what with the help of the normalization we can perform some good operations on our database, and we can make one concise database which have fruitful, meaningful values, all the attributes which make my record very fine. So this is what with the help of the normalization we can make one good data record field, and with that record fields we can make some good data files, and with those data files we can make one good database. So this is what we have to follow before creating any database, we should keep all these points in our mind so that we can have one good database. I hope everybody, maybe somewhat this critical part, but without this, nobody cannot design a good database. So always, one good database designer should have these points in his or her mind. Okay, everybody, please go through with this site so that you can have some points and we can discuss. Any doubt?
No, thank you.